It's Welcome to Me with your host, Alice Klee.
There was a time of innocence before the darkness fell. So many lessons to learn before I can truly shine. But this is my time, it is a time for understanding. This is my time.
Northerner buddies had another bomb cyclone.
Another one?
Yeah, I think there's one earlier in the winter.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, we got some of your aftermath down here in the form of wind and cooler temp.
Yeah, and if y'all want to make up words for weather events that happen for hundreds of years, have at it. I'm all for it. We make up lots of words on our own. Phoenicius.
That's right.
Bomb cyclone.
Well, I think I did a smoky bomb look on my eye. That bird was back there trying to eat a freeze-dried earthworm.
There's been a lot of worms out this week until it got so cold.
So, in an effort to refresh our memory, or to get, we watched game film, Death Wish last night, so we could get refreshed in the genre for the new Death Wish, which we're no longer going to pay the bucks to go to the big theater for.
Well, I don't, yeah, well,
we may or may not.
It's the time. It's the amount of time to go up there and do all that. It's when, I mean, by the time you do all that, you can watch two at the house and have.
Well, we like going to the theater.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so thumbs up, thumbs down. The original 1974 Death Wish, Charles Bronson.
Well, just say you could stay current with the pop culture, I would say you should go watch it. Remember, we went and what was that other one? True Grit. We went and watched the old True Grit first, and then the new True Grit.
Yeah.
They stuck. Okay,
the old True Grit was awesome.
It was. The Charles Bronson movie was so hokey.
It was lame and hokey.
What's the guy that?
You probably need the backdrop though if you're going to go see the new Bruce Willis one. Not sure I'm going because a yuppie YouTuber ruined that for me too. Just like they put Johnny Cash on their video and ruined Johnny Cash. If they put Merle Haggard up there and I have to throw out my Merle Haggard CDs because some pretentious yuppie decide they like Merle Haggard, I may lose it and go shoot up something.
What was it? Washington, dude. There were some funny. There was.
It's got big. That's the best part.
Did he do Dynamite? Is that what he did?
No, that was Jimmy Walker. This was a guy. Okay. So the '74 Death Wish has half a dozen actors you're going to recognize from that time period if you're baby boomers like us. And he was the basketball player. He was the top. One of the black guys in Death Wish '74 is the basketball player. You're going to go, oh, you got it.
Just saying.
Welcome Back, Kotter.
Sure enough.
The tall black basketball player is in Death Wish. Does he get shot?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeff Goldblum gets, no, he doesn't get shot. Jeff Goldblum commits a mugging and or a...
Oh, he plays a horrible character.
Jeff Goldblum is in the first 20 minutes of the movie, and he's a criminal. I was hoping Charlie Bronson would light him up in the back with that .32 revolver.
I don't like him in any of his roles. His most famous role is...
The Fly.
No, more famous than that.
Jurassic Park.
Big Chill.
Shit. Okay, forgot about that.
Right?
Yeah. Jeff Goldblum, big part in the early part of the movie. So Death Wish has Charles Bronson. Charles Bronson died.
Okay, y'all put it in the message. You cannot go look. Do not go look it up.
Yeah, and don't cheat because we will find out.
What do you think Charles Bronson's ethnicity is?
Yeah, want to know. And if you
guess.
cheat, I'll ping your ISP and I'll find out if you cheated. So don't do it.
No cheating.
Where is Charles Bronson from? What's his race, ethnicity, whatever? Guess, cause I got mine and I was dead wrong.
What was something that was there were several things that were, I don't know, incongruent. Is that the word? For example, what was the character's name that Charles Bronson played? Mr. Kesey, something.
It's an odd name.
All right.
I don't know.
First of all,
he's an architect.
Yeah, that his profession was. I guess it was supposed to be. What was the point of them saying he was something with Stainer? What? They was calling him something about him being a liberal.
I remember that. I don't know what they said. Sorry. He's Joe Fry. He's just average Joe.
Well, he's
and his wife gets murdered, and he's had enough. So he's going to go fix some shit on his own because he's tired of waiting on other people to do stuff. And that part of it is.
Well, they set you up at the beginning, him being compassionate or a bleeding heart.
He's
right?
not a bleeding heart.
He was at the beginning.
Okay.
Remember, the other guy said we need police on every corner, and brr, 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 brr. And he was kind of passive about the crime and in the city because it had never affected him.
Okay.
I think there's some of that at the beginning. All right, we're gonna.
Man, you put way more thought into the underlying themes than I do. I just watch it.
Also, the gun was too small.
He's a vigilante. We didn't all have 9mm back then.
AK. What are they called?
AKs, yeah. ARs, AKs. He's a vigilante. His wife gets murdered and his daughter gets ruined for life, and he's out to fix some stuff. He never actually gets retribution against the perpetrators of the crime. He just goes out on the street to
clean the streets.
Yeah. And he does some street cleaning. Anyway, Charles Bronson is awesome. I remember him from when I was a kid. That movie came out in '74, and I think I saw it the first time when it reran, probably in the late '70s.
So were there
something.
Sequels to the original movie?
Yeah, there were like 3 of them. They went all the way into the '80s.
Well, maybe they were better.
They'd have to be. That first one was awful. Dino De Laurentiis directed movie. Fun fact, I stayed at the beach in Wilmington with one of my high school friends one time and stayed beside Dino De Laurentiis, who owned the beach house next door. Not Wilmington, but like Oak Island or someplace like that, North Carolina. There you go. Never met Dino. Dino never came out. He had a pool.
You didn't share a beer with him?
No.
He smokes weed with him? Probably is a weed smoker.
Yeah, I would think so. Never came out. He had a pool. He had a pool at his beach house, and this was like circa 88, 89, something like that. Unheard of at a 40-year-old beach house to have a swimming pool.
So what was so we watched that pretty early on. On the keto diet and the intermittent fasting, supper time comes early.
Yeah, because we're
famished. Or we're tired of going at 90 miles an hour because of all the ketone buzz you have, and you're ready to settle down. And to settle down, you have to put some food in there to kick the insulin in, and it goes.
Or beer.
Or beer. Yeah, we went
to beer in there yesterday. That was pretty good.
Yeah, we went to the Mellow Yellow. No, we went to the Mellow Mushroom. I had a Bud Light. I tell you what, Bud Light on its stomach is yummy. Yummers.
Hard to beat that. And then we watched a random Netflix movie, and it was hilarious.
Yeah.
If y'all like weird, quirky stuff with females in it, you'd get a hoot out of this.
This was kind of, well, we've seen something else along this line. It's the one where the picture thumbnail on Netflix. She's got blonde hair and she's got mascara running down her face where she has a breakdown.
True.
Okay, what was the name of this one?
The name of this one is called Welcome to Me, and it has, don't know the actress.
I'll put it right here when I...
Yeah, she was in Bridesmaids.
Yeah, she was tiptoeing on the edge.
She was one of the main characters, and she was squirrely, loopy, half crazy back then. She was the jilted one who...
The jilted from her girlfriend.
Yeah. Anyway, she's in this. It's Welcome to Me. If you like crazy people, Jenny likes crazy people.
I do.
This woman wins the South Carolina lottery and commences to
California.
What did I say?
South Carolina.
Wow, South Carolina. Okay, not South Carolina, California. Sorry. Commences to make her own TV show that's all about her.
Which was did come step a little close to home with me having a YouTube channel and it being
That's funny.
all about me.
That's funny.
Some of it's very familiar. Some of the things she goes through and she wants and her expectations.
I laughed out loud a couple of times. If y'all enjoy crazy people, this woman is what was the word you had? Sociopath.
Yeah, well,
anyway,
that's
she's
not
so
what she calls her.
narcissistic.
Yeah, she is narcissistic, but she's diagnosed as border personality disorder or something.
Yeah, that's another statement.
And originally it was like manic depressive. They've changed evidently she goes through the evolution of the description of the illness, but they do touch on the fact that her diet affects it.
Oh yeah, I caught that.
Which also was funny since I'm always talking about keto, and you want me to get some heat on?
It's blowing cold here.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't know.
Are you hot?
Here. Does that help?
Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
If it knows so damn much, why can't it set itself to know when to blow heat and when to blow air? It's always telling me.
Or you take a seatbelt off and the car knows what's going on.
Sure enough.
It's funny.
I think they ping you from the headquarters and make your alarm come off so you think you have to go get your earbags fixed.
It doesn't cost anything. It's just a hassle.
It is a hassle. I don't have time for that.
Fun movie if you like crazy, psychotic.
Is it Welcome to Me?
Crazy people. Yeah, Welcome to Me. That's the name of the show. And it's Netflix. We're just flipping through Netflix playing random stuff.
Yeah, we are. And sometimes, you think, well, this is going to be one where I, play with my phone and catch up on Instagram and read comments and stuff like that while I'm watching it because it's not going to be very eventful. Well, this one just happened to be entertaining enough that I had to put my phone down.
And we watched 3 movies last night. We re-watched Up in the Air with George Clooney. Not sure why.
Gosh, we did go to bed early last night.
But that was kind of amusing to me.
It was amusing. It had Anna Kendrick in it, and I love her. Love her. She did get to sing more.
I didn't know you loved her.
I do.
Okay.
I don't. She's so talented. It's all hidden in there. You look at her and you think, don't you?
Yeah, mousy little woman.
Yeah, she looks kind of like a elf.
Indeed.
But she's very talented. She's funny. Her humor does come out through her eyes. It had Jason Bateman in it, and I hated his character was an ass.
He played the ass good.
He did play an ass good.
I like him. He's one of my favorite.
I like him
current
too.
Comedian
it had
actors.
Zafnakalakalakas.
Yeah, bit part. Just crazy. Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah.
Spanakopita.
Yeah, there we go. Zach's Spanky Peter.
There you go. Zach Spanky Peter. We'll say it wrong if we want to.
We sure will.
That's half the fun.
That's right.
Get a Greek name, you mispronounce
George
it.
Clooney played his usual character, an ass. A self-absorbed.
Oh.
Yeah. A self-absorbed womanizer.
Is that Kent?
Nah, somebody similar.
I think they moved or went to a different church or something. Anyway, if you spent some time in airports, y'all probably already seen Up in the Air.
Yeah, that was an old one.
It's not. Yeah, it might be 8 or 10 years old. I don't know. But he's a professional.
Professional Bob.
Yeah. He's like he fires the people who get downsized.
You remember?
It's
remember
amusing.
that in Office Space?
Yeah, the Bobs. Got a meeting with the Bobs.
And Berger ends up getting a promotion. He's not
because he's a slacker.
His name is Gibbons, or isn't it? In this,
I don't remember. It's hilarious. The Office Space is hilarious. Up in the Air is fun too because it's got all this, circa 2000.
Feel good.
Yeah.
Warm and fuzzy. You have a packet there in front of you.
Give you all the answers. We've all been there before. Great things come out of this.
It's time for you to start planning your future.
It's fun. It's fun. It's got some funny stuff. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you spent some time in an airport, a lot of that stuff rings true. The other thing that rings true is all the corporate cheerleading BS and the catchphrases and the two movies last night. Death Wish, not so funny.
Wow. It was... Okay, so if you like interior design, you might like the main character's apartment. That was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, Spartan. What?
70s Art Deco type.
Yeah.
Right?
Like Scandinavian.
Yes. Scandinavian Art Deco. I don't know. Geometric.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to let y'all go. Ta-ta. So we had a question regarding the supplements we're taking. I did have a comment, or two of you commented that you took biotin and found that your face broke out. I'm not certain I'm taking straight biotin in either of my collagen sources. One is the Bulletproof. I will, when I edit this, I'll put the nutritional facts here, and when I edit, I'll put the nutritional facts for my hair, skin, and nail vitamin. Pat's routine in the morning is different than mine. As soon as he gets up.
What is the benefit of the collagen? Collagen. What is the benefit of that?
I think it's a building block for hair, skin, and nails. It's a protein.
That's what I was going to say. It's just a pure distilled protein, is it not?
Yeah.
Made out of some odd animal product.
Yeah.
What is that?
I think it's the skin. Okay. The hide.
Okay.
Used to, when you bought gelatin, it was horse hooves, I think.
That's what I had in my mind, that it was a beef byproduct of some odd skin or hoofs or something. You got to admit, that sounds odd to take beef hoofs as a supplement.
Anyway, I have not had any breakout. Of course, I'm not hormonal.
Oh, those that checked out a while ago.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's related, you know, the biotin triggering hormonal response or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'll just go from the beginning. Oh, well, you go from the beginning. Do you do your grass in the morning? Your amazing grass?
I do a scoop of wheatgrass powder.
It's not wheatgrass. It's just amazing grass because it's got everything in it.
Yeah, it's got lots of stuff. But I studied the wheatgrass. Jenny turned me on to wheatgrass probably maybe 6 or 8 years ago. I don't remember now. But anyway, and I read a book on it. And wheatgrass is
It's like a miracle thing.
Yeah, whether it's...
I think it's the phytonutrients.
Phytonutrient, there you go. My wheatgrass has lots of stuff in it. It has chlorella, beets, some berries. Anyway, it's a powder. It's real simple to take. And it's got 10 calories, which apparently is enough to foul up your ketosis. But I haven't gained any weight even by doing it in the morning. Anyway, wheatgrass powder, amazing greens powder, and
what would you say that does for you?
Shot of vinegar. I hope it keeps me resistant to disease and sickness.
It builds your immunity.
But do your own reading on wheatgrass. We have a book we read about wheatgrass, and there are all kinds of claims about wheatgrass from all the way up to
curing cancer.
I hate to say that because I don't know what it does and doesn't cure, but we have been, especially on this keto program last year, we have been really resistant to all the things that we come into contact with, and we've both been up close to sick people. And missed most of it, I would say.
Yeah.
And we got our hands in that alcohol stuff all the time.
I don't. He does. I don't. I'm not around as many nasty people as he is.
I take some.
Except for when I go to the gym. I would say the gym's a nasty place.
Yeah, you sit on that stuff.
Yeah, and get it on my skin and grab the handles and touch. Yeah, touch the handles other people have touched. Breathe the air that other people are sweating their nastiness out of their skin. Okay, so what else do you do in the morning?
A little shot of apple cider vinegar.
And you get the Bragg's with the mother in it.
Yeah.
Organic.
Yeah, I got a big
And why do you do that?
Well,
it lowers your insulin.
I didn't know that when I started it. I started it because it makes your body more, I can't remember if it's base or acid.
It's supposed to make it more alkaline.
Make your body more alkaline.
Even though it's an acid. That's a long chemical. Just
neither one of us is a chemist. I can only tell you that I've been able to fight off a lot of stuff with that. The other thing is, I don't have heartburn anymore. I take a shot of that every day, and somehow that taps down. And I haven't had heartburn in years, but I did when I was, in my 20s, living very hard. I had horrible heartburn all the time. And I think the cool kids call that acid reflux today. Apparently they have to rebrand stuff every 20 years or so they can sell you some new Nexium or whatever they're pushing.
And Dr. Berg has a whole talk on your things that you're taking for heartburn only exacerbates the issue. The root cause of the heartburn, it just compounds it. So okay, so you do that in the morning and then you drink black coffee.
Yeah. That's when I learned that I was having several cups of cream every day in my coffee. I just stopped that because I was having 1,600 calories a day in cream.
And then
we weren't fat. We just weren't.
During the day, when you get peckish, you have a boiled egg and a cheese stick.
Yeah, and a cheese stick and some nuts.
A boiled egg, cheese stick. Boy, I bet that's good for some farting. But you're not gassy ever.
No.
I think the apple cider vinegar helps with that. Your stomach is able to digest things, and it doesn't sit in your stomach and ferment.
The keto diet, I think we're probably...
And you're finding your little snack during the day doesn't make you sleepy?
No, not at all.
It doesn't trigger an insulin response?
It's full of fat.
Okay.
I'm no scientist. I don't know how any of this works. I just know that it works for me. And I feel like we've been on this keto diet for a year. Would you say a year?
Yeah.
Anyway, and I'm 53.
I'm 53.
I'm 52.
You're 51.
And yesterday, I washed 2 cars by hand. And I'm not saying, hey, look at me. I'm just saying I couldn't do this. I washed 2 cars by hand. Wow, you look great.
Take that back. I'm taking that out. I don't want anybody to know when my birthday is.
Okay, yesterday I dried 2 cars by hand. I mowed the yard with the push mower. I put what?
You pulled a grocery cart out of our pond. Some stupid kids we have a grocery store right next door, and kids pushed a grocery cart into our pond during the night. He pulled that out, pushed it over to the grocery store, and got looked at like a homeless person.
Yeah, that looked like a bag lady. Put out some weed and feed so the grass will look okay. Anyway, we
cooked supper, cleaned up the dishes.
Anyway, basically from the time I got up until maybe when we started our movie marathon, probably 5 o'clock, I was moving. And I'm not saying, hey, look at me, how great I am. I'm just saying 10 years ago, I would have quit at noon and
taken a nap.
Maybe taken a nap, or at least I would have been still the rest of the day. Anyway, the keto diet has been great for my energy.
Can I have my sunglasses so I don't screw up my face anymore?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
They're right there in your door on the left of your knee.
And I'm not sluggish. I used to eat, I used to pack a lunch of all things. I packed an apple, and I can't remember what I packed. Maybe some nuts or something like that.
The apple is the killer.
I don't get that.
Apples would make me sleepy. Grapes made me sleepy. Watermelon made me sleepy. Strawberries don't make me sleepy.
Yeah, and see, I'm thinking, how can that not be good? Because it's food. It's fruit.
Right.
It's vegetables. It's stuff you get in the outside of the supermarket. But I used to snack on that or have my lunch at work, and I would get sleepy during there. It's gone. Internal temp.
Where were we? We were on the fact that you had did apple cider vinegar in the morning, and then you just do black coffee. And then what is my morning routine? I come in and I have a
morning. Oh, you have a complicated coffee.
I have I don't know how many shots of espresso that's supposed to equal, but anyway, I do the espresso. I put a scoop of the Bulletproof Collagen, and I'll put a picture of that right here. And I use less cream than I used to. I only used, in the frother cup, I put about that much in there, and then I pour my espresso in there, and then I froth it, so I have enough liquid.
It is delicious too. You wouldn't think that. It's pretty simple for a latte drink, but it is delicious.
And then I put half a squirt to a full squirt of the dropper of stevia. I use the dropper stevia, and it's viscous. It's sticky and like syrup. It's not that watery squirt stuff like you buy at Walmart that has an aspartame taste to it. Anyway, so that, and then I pour it back and forth from my tumbler to my frothy cup to make sure all the collagen's mixed up.
The motion for the proper mixing would be, yeah, there you go.
And I usually drink that one down pretty quick. And then my second one I fix for on my way out the door, or while I'm working at my computer doing whatever I need to do. And my second one has, and there is a method to the reasoning for all of this. The espresso, the small amount of cream, the 1 actually need less stevia with the MCT oil that we buy because it is flavored. I got the one that's derived from coconut oil, so it tastes like coconut.
Didn't know that.
And the other one is vanilla. But anyway, I only put a tablespoon of the MCT oil, and the MCT oil serves a purpose too. It does make me sharper, and it makes me feel satisfied.
That was my thought. That drink right there has incredible staying power to keep the hunger down until the afternoon.
The MCT oil is really.
If you're trying to lose a couple pounds, and we were never fat, but if you're trying to lose a couple pounds, that was a great way to do it, because you just drink that for breakfast and then you don't eat till supper. And
right.
Those first few pounds, you got to admit, when we started that, they came fast too.
Well, he says that it's water, because when you go into ketosis, you start dumping water. Which brings me to something else. When you're, but anyway, I'll just leave that alone.
We're not dietitians. You do you.
I won't get into the diet aspect of it. I'll just tell you what the supplements are. Then at night we do the recommended dosage for Dr. Berg's hair, skin, and or hair vitamins is 2 tablets a day. Pat and I each take 1. We take 2 magnesiums, and I think they're 400 milligrams. We take 2 magnesiums, 1 hair, skin, and nail or hair vitamin, Dr. Berg hair vitamin, and half a Unisom. And the Unisom that we get is not the one with the active ingredient in Benadryl. It's the other one. There's two different versions. One is.
I sleep so good, I'm afraid to try. I'm afraid to stop that.
Succinate something or other.
Yeah, that's right. So.
And we do. We sleep, and that's.
Don't want to chance it. Sleep is really important.
And we put, if you want to call it a supplement, we put a pinch of Celtic salt.
Great.
In our water.
Sea salt.
Because if you get low on your minerals, you start feeling wackadoodle.
And 1 teaspoon of high-grade fish oil.
That's right.
Supper.
The Carson's fish oil. Is it? I think it's a tablespoon.
Tablespoon, excuse me. I always had a problem with that. You know what else I had a problem with? Quart and pint.
Okay, so anyway, that's what we take.
There you go.
You know, I'm sure everybody has a reason for not taking whatever it is we take, and I'm not recommending that you do take it.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
do you. We just know what makes us feel good.
Somebody just asked what we take, and that's what we take. And why we take it? Because we've been doing the things that we did not see benefit from, we don't do anymore. We don't take C because we don't need to, because we eat so many leafy green vegetables, and sauerkraut and we do sauerkraut, and that has the more than necessary dose of vitamin C than you need in a day, in half a cup, and we do sauerkraut. So we get our nutrients mostly from whole foods, but these other things we find are helpful for our sleep and or hair or skin.
You're almost out of gas, so I'm going to get some gas.
I know. Anyway, so that's that. What was the other question? The other question was about transitioning into being a brunette again. And I answered that in the makeover. Whatever that toot was. My Kate Moss toot. You can cut it off. In the Kate Moss toot, I talked about, the first thing I did was go longer between getting the highlight. I went a long time after my last highlight. And then when I started getting real rooty, I went and got low lights. And then I probably went and got low lights again. And then I probably started getting it trimmed. And I started letting it air dry. I just gradually kept adding until I was no longer blonde. The magnesium we bought this time is this, and we probably only need one, because these are, it says take 3. It says 1250 milligram. I would think anyway, this is the brand we got this time. Usually I get the Sundown, because I just happen to be, I will read to you well, you don't need me to read to you, but it helps you sleep, it helps you stay regular, and I think it also helps you feel sane. It's talking about the Krebs cycle. Vicky told me that American Idol is doing, what do they call it? American Idol reboot? That's quite some eye I got today. Did I ever tell you what I had on? I have on La Mer foundation. No primer. I have La Mer renewal oil on underneath that. I have Anastasia Beverly Hills cream contour. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills. Oh no, it's Laura Geller Maui blush. My eyes are from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Becca eye brightener as my eyeshadow base.
That was some good weed when I was a kid. It was a brand called, or a style called Maui Wowie.
Really?
Yeah.
Weed?
Yeah.
They used to talk about Sensimillion when I was a kid.
Yeah, we had Sensimillion. It's kind of hard to come by. Yeah, we had that. They got like dozens, scores, maybe hundreds of grades now.
Yeah, now that they have pharmaceutical weed.
They didn't have all that when I
cannabis.
was in high school. You went to the guy that sold pot, and you got a dime bag of weed. There was no brand or style, or it was just weed.
And you had to pick the stems and seeds out of
It
it.
was full of it. I'm sure I got ripped off. Hang on, I'm gonna go right here. None of y'all change lanes. We'll be good.
Anyway, let's go back to my face.
Nah. Tangent for weed.
Yeah, I have the Laura Geller Maui blush. I went with the browns and the orangey, warm, bricky reds for my eyeshadow today. And the Tanya Crooks brow powder and the Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel. The Collection concealer is underneath my brow too for the highlight. I don't have any lashes on today. I wanted to didn't want to make us any later to church than I already was. I had to take my piercing out last night because it was hurting.
Oh boy, we forgot to get in there and
It was, I think I caught it on the pillowcase or something. And it just wouldn't get any better. It kept hurting. It feels better today. I wonder if it healed up. If it shut overnight. Anyway.
I doubt it.
I know, because he said like this